Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since it seems to be a long time since I've been out in the ski actually. Well, I guess it has been. It's been probably at least a month. We've been plagued by some pretty windy weather and, rainy, cold, unseasonably cold for Brisbane actually. It's been a lot colder than the normal winters we get here. But, our measure of cold and yours is probably two different things. At the moment, it's about 19 degrees. Water temperature is about 19 degrees, so it's not that bad at all. We feel that we get some pretty cool mornings sometimes, down to about 6 degrees Celsius. But anyway, I'm back again. Back out into the reefs. I'm in 60 metres today. The sun's going behind a cloud, so it's looking a bit gloomy, but it is actually quite a nice day. And the winds are going to drop right off, and then it's going to come around from the north and warm us up. So it'll be a nice day out here. So, I'm back at the secret reef, and I've just put out a Kabura lure on the back one here. I'm going to just drag that around a couple of metres off the bottom, and while I'm doing that, I'll be jigging. And if that fails after an hour or so, I might get I've got some pilchards, and I might drop some lightly weighted baits and see if I can entice something up to grab those. So stick around. Hopefully, I'll have some action to show you soon. Where I am is actually like a wreck. It's actually a small wreck, and around it there's just a lot of bait sits. And this is where we've been catching the jewfish, and I caught that 1.3 metre long-tailed tuna last year, and a couple of cobias and things over last season. So this is where I come to just when I'm on my own, because I know where it is. I don't need to do any searching. The depth is, as I said, 60 metres, so it's sort of good for jigging and good for bait fishing and live baiting, and I can do pretty much everything. It feels like it's a very familiar place. Yeah, there's quite a few dolphins out here where I come out. I'm actually 22 kilometres offshore here, and the dolphins come and find me, find fishermen, I guess, and I think they're after a free feed. It's illegal in Australia to feed dolphins, so we don't do it, of course. But these guys obviously have been fed by fishermen in the past, so they're around, they're scrounging. A little bit of interaction, I guess. Maybe they like the interaction as well. But I'm in 60 metres, as I said, 22 k's offshore, and the dolphin's hanging around me. So I'm not chasing the dolphin, it's chasing me. And quite often we have these encounters where we come right up to the ski and sort of hover close by. No good on that drift. All right. Another drift gone. So I'm not having a lot of luck at the moment. I'm not getting much bites except grinners and little small fish. So I've got to just go down. There's a lot of bait here. I'm just going to go and see if I can catch something on the sabiki and see what type of bait it is, and then maybe put one of those down as a live bait. We're certainly not taking much on the lures at the moment. The nice thing about jet skis is you can actually keep the ski right over the top of the lines and keep it very vertical. Yeah, you got to keep the motor running. Man, I'd love to have a trolley motor, but if you keep it line vertically with the engine running, you put it in and out of gear, it seems to work all right. Just puts a lot of hours on the ski. My ski now has over 400 hours, and I think about 80% of them is sub 3,000 RPM. Oh, I must be getting close to the bottom now. There we go, I'm on the bottom. This is the thing about fishing. I get donuts too. I go out and I catch a bit of rubbish fish, and I don't come home with anything, but still enjoy the day out. You're out in the water, getting away from the everyday. I took oops, I'm on. I took a day off today for this because I just need to break. My wife says I take too many breaks, but get to my age and you need a lot of breaks. Mental health breaks, I call them. And I think a lot of men my age would agree with me that it does make a big difference in your life if you can just get away from the humdrum of your day job and try something different for a day, and it just really breaks up the week. I think I've got a couple of fish on this time. I think possibly a string. Yeah, there we go. That'll be enough. So they're all yakkers. So no wonder they weren't taking my jigs. There's enough live bait down there. So what we're going to do is entice a predator, hopefully, that's hanging around these bait fish with a slow moving bait fish that's still alive. Fold it up, put it away. So I need a bit of line. I'll come back to you in a minute when I get this all running. Okay, so I've got a live bait now. I'm just sort of positioning over the reef here. There's a lot of fish up the water column here, so I'm hoping we might see something like a pearly or a snapper maybe. But anyway, so I'm dropping it down. I'm going up sort of upwind, I guess, and up current from the reef, because by the time I get this down to the bottom in 60 metres, it's going to travel probably 30 metres or so. At the moment, I'm a fair way over. I'm hoping by the time it gets to the bottom, it's going to land right on top of some of the best spots. But we'll see. Sometimes it's very hard to judge where to start the drift. Wind's blowing one way, current's blowing the other way. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky. So I'm on the bottom now. And feel the weight, which I can. And I might just try to sit over it for a second. A little bit of drag, not too much. See how long it takes. Yep, we're on. Didn't take long, did it? That didn't take long. Oh, it's a good fish too. I don't know. It's possibly a Jew. Oh, it's big. I'm just going to be careful this one. Yeah, it's taking me. Let's turn off the engine, hey? That's find the bait and then use the live bait. I haven't got this one yet. He's pulling a lot of string on me. I can just put the ratchet, just so you can see, I haven't got him yet. I haven't got a super strong line on it. So my shoe's coming off. It's amazing, isn't it? Like the live bait straight down, first, what, 1 minute? Oh, he's taking me. I'd say it's like a meter Dewey or something. I hope it's a cobia or something, something a little bit different. The mullerways with the jewfish, I like eating them, but there's not a big yield, and I'd rather catch something else. They taste pretty good, don't get me wrong, but we've caught a few out here, and I'd like to get something different. This one does feel like a Jew though, I think. Probably about a metre size. Oh look, he's still taking me, look. Oh, I got him now, I think. Because we're hoping there's no sharks. So what I'm using is my trusty old Telica 10. It's coming up now, I think. Trusty old Telica 10 on a, which are about a $550 reel. Very robust though. Great in the salt. They really withstand the salt. Got a nice little drag. Spoil. Oh. And I've got an ugly stick. It's about a 6 foot, just ugly stick. Gold, it's called. They're about $100 Aussie. But very robust, very strong. And I knock things around a little bit on the ski. My jigging rod, yeah, she's a Jewy, I think. Oh, jeez. Oh well, he's coming home. He's blown his stomach out. That's a big Jew. Wow. First one I've had this year, I think. Well, first one out here this year. Whoa, a little bit over the metre. There we go. Wow. One drop of a live bait, hey? That'll do me today, I think. Yeah, so, and just so you know, I made a paternoster rig. I usually put just enough to get it to the bottom. That's why I'm sort of using the ski to hover over it. I don't like sort of dragging these around. I'd like to keep it vertical. But it's a circle hook, a 7/0 circle hook. Live bait, I rigged up the live bait like I normally do with a rubber band to bridle it, and 5 minutes later, there you go. So there you go. Nice one away. You're coming home, buddy.